And of course, now he tells me what I can't tell you, which is very exciting what's coming up. But just understand Star Privy.
We got some cool
stuff. This
is
important, Star Privy. Yep. Pay real close attention. But anyway, so we made a bet. I said, do you think they're going to get rid of the penny? He goes, no, they got better things to do. And I said, I think they are. So we now have a $50 bet that I think they'll get rid of the penny to save all the money. Yeah. And you say no.
I think they should have lost the penny 10 years ago.
Yeah, right.
You know, absolutely. On the 100th anniversary, you know, in 2009, I think that's when they should have ended it.
Oh, got it. Yeah, that would be smart. Well, and I'll tell you what. So keep tuning in every time Mike and I are together and see if he gives me a $50 bill. That's just all I'm going to say.
Yeah. Is this like ending the penny while we're still alive, or do we have an end date on this?
Well, we really don't have an end date.
Yeah, let's go by the end of 2026.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, fair enough. Okay,
God willing, if the creek don't rise, we'll both be here doing this.
We'll both be here, yes.
That's right.
Okay. All right, so let's talk about the Star Privy, because now I want you, again, I wish he wouldn't have told me what he just told me, but I can't repeat it on the air. But now it takes the Star Privy just to a whole nother level.
Well, there's some things I can talk about.
Sure.
So this coin is absolutely positively fascinating and has taken the collecting world, and not only the numismatic world, but just the collecting world and the American public by storm. This is what's called the Star Privy Mark. The United States Mint, for the very first time in their history, have put a Privy Mark on a Mint State American Silver Eagle.
And it's
if we go right here, if you go in God and Trust, right down here, there's a little star there. And you're like, okay. Privy Marks are something that mints put on coins, and there's a history of this that goes back centuries, literally, for Privy Marks. The original mint marks were Privy Marks, in essence. Okay. So it denotes time or place or commemorates an event or something like that. Well, this is part of what I'm going to call the America series that the United States Mint is going to do, and this is the first coin. Yeah.
Pay close attention. He's calling this the American series.
I'm calling it the America series.
Notice the word series with an S.
That's right. We're going to have a series of these. Well, we know that there's one more coin that's officially been announced,
which is a flag,
which is going to be a flag Privy that's coming out in March. We've heard that.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
So, we're going to have March on that. It looks like tentatively.
But this is the very first one.
This is the very first one. Now, this is important in a lot of ways. And I'm going to take a little bit of time here. First things first, it is the very first mint state coin that the United States government has ever put a Privy Mark on. What it makes is overnight and immediately makes the rarest mint state silver eagle ever made by the United States Mint. That's a big deal, because they've been making mint state silver eagles since 1986. Prior to this, the rarest American silver eagle was the 1996, 3.675 million coins made. Then you have this coin, 500,000. So almost an order of magnitude rarer on this coin than the rarest one before this. Now, the 1996 in Mint State 70 NGC, $10,000.
Oh, really? Just 10 grand. All right, guys, here's
and by the way, it's 10 times, this coin's 10 times rare. So now we have this. You're going, yeah, but this is a brand new coin. But here's the problem, and here's why this has been the #1 selling coin that we have, and I'm just releasing now for the very first time a full presentation of my flag core Star Privies that we have right here.
Got it.
Because here's what the problem is with the Star Privy. It is what is a coin that we call conditionally rare. And what it means is it's hard to get in mint state condition, and I'll explain to you why. All of the American silver eagles are made, or traditionally, the mint state coins are made at the West Point Mint. They're good at it. They've been doing it for years. They make tens of millions of silver eagles every single solitary year. Because they are so involved in doing that and all the other coins that they're doing, when they did these privies, they did them at the Philadelphia Mint.
Even though it's not marked P.
Even though it's not marked P, but we know it is because they all came from Philadelphia. Okay. All the stars. So we know it's Philadelphia. That is, in essence, the Mint Mark, the Privy Mark. The star means Philadelphia. The Philadelphia Mint is great at making pennies and nickels and lots of other things. They're not very good at making American silver eagles. Well, as a matter of fact, the last time they made a Mint State silver eagle was 2021, and it was a disaster trying to get that in Mint State 70. It was one of the lowest graded modern issue American coins that they've ever done, and absolutely one of the rarest American silver eagles, and most difficult to get silver eagles in Mint State 70. The Privy continues that tradition. And on top of the fact that it's made in Philadelphia, the entire Privy Mark process even makes it worse, because it's a two-step process. When they make this coin, they don't strike it with the Privy Mark. They make the coin and then add the Privy Mark. Every one of those steps keeps these coins from being absolutely perfect.
And they're not great to begin with.
That's right, and they're not great to begin with. So these coins in Mint State 70 are approximately 5 times more difficult to get than a regular American Silver Eagle. And even those don't grade but maybe 30% or 40%.
Wow.
We've had boxes of 500 where we've gotten 10 coins that are Mint State 70. So when I talk about conditional rarity, that's the big deal. And so now all these Mint State 70 coins, everybody's getting on the Star Privy bandwagon. Everybody wants Star Privy because they know it's the first one. You know, they're coming out with the American flag one. And, you know, they may well do more of those coins in the future as well, as this is the beginning of a series. And so because of that, everybody wants these Mint State 70s. Well, they're flying through these coins because the United States Mint did not sell them directly to the public. They only came in those, you know, the 500 count boxes. They only come through the AP program. And so what happens is all of a sudden now, this week, I was telling you, I got 5 calls from dealers. Do you know where any ungraded sealed boxes of starred privies are? You'd think at 500,000 coins, they'd be around a month, 2 months later. They have already started drying up because they've all been graded. Everybody's trying to get these Mint State 70s because they're so incredibly desirable by collectors. Well, what I've got here, and understand, I don't have a huge quantity of these, but this is the first time I've done them in the Flag Corps. I am the exclusive distributor of Flag Corps. You can only get NGC Flag Corps through me. And so at this right here, look, I could have done, we're $199 because of the rarity, the collectability, the desirability in Mint State 70, and we're early release on these as well. So you have early release, you have Mint State 70, you have Flag Corps, you have all that stuff. I literally, because of the quantity that we have, I think I got, what, 400 or 500 coins? Something like that. And that represents thousands and thousands and thousands of coins that we bought here. I could have done $299 and just taken 2 or 3 airings to sell them out.
True, yeah.
Instead, we went out at the lowest possible price, I put everything that I had into the system. I think I originally had about 1,000 coins in Mint State 70 because I had about 10,000 coins to certify.
Wow.
Literally, I mean, you know, so we're talking about a 10,000 coins out of 500,000 coins just to do Flag Corps. I've probably already bought 10% roughly of the mintage. At this point, I've been responsible for about 10%, about 50,000 coins to grade and certify for all the Mint State 70s that we have sold here. And understand, so I know how difficult it is to go out there and be able to get those coins in the marketplace today because it is such an incredibly important coin. So now you have the very first time they put a Privy Mark on a Mint State American Silver Eagle. So anytime you have a first like that, it is automatic, instant credibility and collectability. That's to start with. Secondly, you have it as the first coin in a series as well. And so everybody needs to collect this if you're going to collect all of them. You have to have the first one. Now you have the exclusivity of presentation with the Flag Corps that you have right here. I'm the only one that can sell Flag Corps. And so you've got Flag Corps here, which I think is just absolutely stunning at only $199.95. We add in the early release for that. And then now, you know, now we're just about 6 or 8 weeks away from the second coin in this, and already we're out of the first one.
Well, wait, and the problem is when the second coin comes out and more people understand the Privy series,
I don't want to
then
back collect.
Everybody goes back and they're like, oh my gosh, they will scramble to get what they can get of this first one.
Yeah, 100%. And so what you have is this incredible shortage already. So it's already by far and away, by almost 10 times the rarest Silver Eagle that's out there. Now add getting it in Mint State 70 becomes even more difficult. And so now the collectability of this absolutely skyrockets out there in terms of this. It was interesting. They did a kind of a special pre-release of this, 50,000 coins, first 50,000 coins. First 50,000 coins, Mint State 70, $1,000, $1,200, $1,500.
Wow.
Same exact coin. It's just the same batch of coins, but it's selling for that much with just that designation of first 50,000. Wow. That is how important this is. This is how collectible this is. This is going to be, well, let me talk about this. So in terms of Mint State Silver Eagles, the rarest Silver Eagle other than this is the 1996. Mm-hmm. In Mint State 70, NGC, it's about a $10,000 coin. It's about a $10,000 coin. You can take 1986, first year of issue. They made 8.5 million of those. In Mint State 70 NGC, you're about $2,500 for that coin.
Wow.
They made 500,000 of this coin, and it is the most difficult. Like, this is a Series 2 American. Of all the Series 2 American Silver Eagles, this is the most difficult to get in Mint State 70, and by far the rarest. By far the rarest. In the past, they've done these specialized special editions that we had where we had Philadelphia Mint or San Francisco Mint. They didn't have a mint mark. There was no way to know that they came from the Philadelphia Mint or the San Francisco Mint other than the box marks, right. the box numbers. They had to take the box had to be sealed, then they put it up against the government list. Okay, we know this is San Francisco, even though there was no distinguishing marks. This, however, has a distinguishing mark. It is the Privy. They were all made at Philadelphia, and so that star denotes this as the rarest silver eagle. All those other S mints or P mints, those are all kind of, they're homogeneous. I mean, it's the exact same as all the other coins, just the designation on the label. This has the designation on the coin itself. Right. As the very first time that a United States Mint has put a Privy Mark on an American silver eagle. And it is also now instantaneously the rarest silver eagle. So you have these hundreds of thousands of collectors that now have to add this to their collection. Sure. Because this is now the rarest silver eagle. Now it becomes the Privy Silver Eagle. Now add in, and it only exacerbates the situation, the fact that, we're going to have the second coin in the series, and the Privy Mark's going to be a flag. Okay, that's going to come out next. Like I said, March, April, somewhere right in there is what we're anticipating on that particular release. And then, as you said, once that comes out and even more people know about this, right. Okay, then they're going to back collect.
Yes.
And they're going to get the original.
And that's when the people are paying premium for it.
Yeah.
Because you remember, when this sells out, the only way to get it is secondary market.
100%.
I mean, so you're going to have to buy it from somebody else somewhere else online, and you don't know who you're buying from, and is it the right thing?
Because I'm the only one that can sell Flag Court NGC. I mean, they all come from me. You may see them out there in the marketplace, but it came from me.
Right, oh, exactly.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And right now, this is the place. This is the time. And like I said, at $199.95, I mean, our original Privy Marks were like $249, $279. At $199, I've made these abundantly affordable, excuse me, because they're so conditionally rare. Right. In other words, the Mint State 70 is the critical part of this. Yes. Please understand that. The whole value in this comes into the fact that it's Mint State 70 perfect. Because of the difficulty in producing these at the Philadelphia Mint, because they're not used to making Mint State Silver Eagles, okay? They're used to making proof silver eagles, but they're not used to making Mint State American silver eagles. So Mint State 70 is incredibly difficult to get in any Mint State silver eagle made at the Philadelphia
And the
Mint.
reason is it gets struck twice.
And this one, yeah.
Like, they were already kind of bad at making them, and now they got to make them twice.
Now they get two chances at being bad at it.
Screw it up.
That's right. And so what happens is Mint State 70 becomes absolutely critical to the collectability of this. And that's why you're going to see. And the way I've seen that is, like I said, they released 500,000 coins. So that's 1,000 boxes. Okay,
Which
there's
only
500 coins.
is a very small addition to begin with.
The average mintage of the American Silver Eagle over the last 10 years is 25 million.
And this
okay,
is
so this is 500,000
total.
So it's 50.
Whether it's terrible shape or it's a 70.
It's 50 times rarer than basically any silver eagle of the last 10 years. Mint State American Silver Eagle. And then it's 2, 3, 4, 5 times more difficult to get in Mint State 70. And so, like I said, already people are calling me out there. Do you know where any seal? Because there's only 1,000 boxes. Okay, because there's 500 coins in a box. There's only 1,000 boxes.
In the world.
In the world, released by the United States Mint. And I would estimate probably 700 of those boxes have already been opened up and graded.
No way.
I would estimate, yeah.
You think there's only a couple?
There's only a couple of 300 boxes left that haven't been certified at this point. That's just my guess at this point.
And those dealers are calling you to see if you've got it.
Everybody's calling everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I called a guy, said, hey, I could use some boxes too. I could use 10 or 15 more boxes. But it's like, well, I don't know where they are. I'm out of my boxes. Call this guy, call that guy, and everybody's calling around. Where's the privies? I don't know, because understand, usually we have a regular percentage. You know, a regular percentage. This one is so rare that we have underestimated how many coins that have been gone through to get the Mint State 70s. So add in the exclusivity of presentation, the flag core, the early release, the Mint State 70, the very first Star Privy, the rarest Mint State American Silver Eagle. Put that all in for $199. This is a must buy. I have it in the primetime show tonight. Today could be the only day we have these.
Yeah, you guys, if you can, make sure to check out, get it in your cart and order it. Do the whole process.
I have these at $199. I'll always have these. They're going to be incredible coins, but
right,
$299, $399, you know what I'm saying?
Well, and just remember when they released the flag, and remember he said series with an S.
Yeah.
Okay, then
We're
everybody's and everybody's going to regret, because the ones coming up, if they come up kind of like what he told me to the break,